Hello, friends, and welcome to another Pauper League. Today we're going to be returning to Chatterstorm with one of the freshest lists. This has been designed by, I think his name was Caleb Gannon. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong there. Let's get this right. Here we go. So, Caleb Gannon or Gannon. I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to say your last name. Has been doing a little bit of work on Chatterstorm and has put together a fantastic list for us. This is what we've been playing for the last little bit. I did some secret leagues with the deck, and it performed very well. Went 3-2 and 4-1, mostly playing against Affinity, but playing against a slew of other decks as well. And the deck is just really, really quick. It's able to generally go off on turn 2 and then continue to go off until it wins or loses. Galvanic Relay is what's really going to facilitate that. More and more, the Storm decks have realized that you should be running 4 of Galvanic Relay along with the 4 of Chatterstorm. This is a mull. We have no land. We'll keep this. What do we get rid of? So we definitely keep the land, we keep the Petal, keep the Tinder Wall, keep the Rite of Flame, keep the Relay. So it's just between Night's Whisper and Cantor. Let's see here. 1, 3 mana. So we could go Forest, Tinderwall. Tinderwall for red. This gets us to 3. This gets us to 4. Night's Whisper brings us back down. So I guess we get rid of the Night's Whisper, then we can just cast everything in our hand and go for the big Relay. Hey there, Chuck. Happy Tuesday. Five fresh cards, please. Yeah, that's true too. Learning as we go, Judge. Play this. Cast this by revealing hand. Land Grant is a sorcery. So we can go Rite of Flame, Chatter Chatter. Not great, but it's what we got. Seven 1/1s, turn 2. What? Car Clan main? Get out of here! And we draw the first day off the top. Deck is a troll. We needed one more storm to basically win the game. This weekend challenge was basically only 3 decks, Affinity, Storm, and Delver. I believe it. This is the format that WotC gave us. Okay, so opponent is a little bit screwed themselves. But they did find land here, land Tog. If they have Teamer Battle Rage, we could actually be dead next turn. Maybe even this turn? Another Witching Well. I agree with that blind. I think that anybody could have easily seen that Chatterstorm did not belong in the format. We already had Empty the Warrens removed, so why bring it back? I'm going to put the Chromatic Stars out to get redraws, but I think that we're basically dead here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Oh no, this is going to be TBR, I'm pretty sure. So Lucas says it's well known that WotC never tests a new set besides where it's intended, usually standard, limited, and modern this time. And even for that, it's not like the testing is that strong. True, but like I understand them making these cards for modern and for draft. That's fine. You can make Chatterstorm a common for draft. That's fine. But they were considering Pauper because they sent out tweets that they're saying like we're gonna monitor Pauper and we're gonna make sure that Chatterstorm is fine. We'll be watching, but we're gonna let you play with the card for a little while. So obviously, like they didn't consider it in the card design, fine, but they did consider it afterwards, and I think that it should have been incredibly obvious that it was going to be a problem. I mean, everybody in the Pauper community said it was going to be a problem. Yeah, Urza's Saga is an interesting case where instead of building a super strong deck around it, it's just gone into everything. Illness 95, thanks for the follow, friend. Alright, so we're playing against Affinity. We're going to want to bring in double Gut Shot, double Duress. Take out some Seething Song and Night's Whispers. Bring in one of the Seething Songs for a Forest. So let's see here. We got Petal as a mana source, but this hand doesn't really go anywhere. We can keep this. kind of thinking like I want to get rid of Bequeathal because it doesn't get us anywhere, but that's also just like a great card to get us back into the game because we're mulliganing. Yeah, good point, Luca. And yeah, like WotC doesn't need to consider Pauper when it's designing the cards. It just needs to consider these formats afterwards, I think. But yeah, like it would take quite a bit of effort to do that. But I think that you could have consultants for every format that would be able to look at these things and be able to say, like, there might be a problem with this one. Yeah, I think that like the best time to ban Chatterstorm would have been, you know, right before the set came out. Okay, yes. But we could also have an emergency banning at any time. So at any time, WotC can, pick up the ball and do the right thing and ban Chatterstorm. Yeah, it warps the format around it. Absolutely. So let's see here. Land Grant, Morphose, get red black, Dark Ritual, Chromatic Star, Relay. So we got something going here. And opponent doesn't have much of anything going. They really kind of kept their hand on the strength of Kark Clan Shaman. Yeah, I think we're all kind of like agreeing with each other. We understand everything that's going into it. Yeah, and Urza Sega in Modern, it's true, it's not preventing variety. It's omnipresent, but I mean, everyone is using it. It's not something that only one deck gets to use. Okay, so here we want to go red-black. Get Tinderwall. Okay. So let's see here. We gotta play the Dark Ritual. That gets us to 4. So we could play Chromatic Star and then Relay. Or we could go Chromatic Star, Green, Tinderwall, Duress Relay. Rite of Flame, nice. So we could go Duress Relay. We could put the Tinderwall down, but we'd have to sacrifice it. We could just hold the Duress in hand. And this will give us more mana for the cards that we have in the relay. I like this. 7 fresh cards, please. Okay. They do get a land. So they have Kark Clan available up to 2. Not the best 7. No, not the best. Would have liked a Bequeathal. Way too many Storm cards. So let's see here. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana total. So that's enough for Relay, Chatterstorm. That's pretty good. And I think we might just go like Chatterstorm, Relay, so we get the most out of the relays. That does knock us down to only 2 forests, though. Four, five, six. What if we just go Relay and don't bother with the Chatterstorm? I think we got a Chatter to get rid of that Kark Clan. Could we go first day Chatter Relay? Yeah, we definitely could, and that would let us keep a Petal. Okay, so we haven't played a forest yet. Go Tinderwall, Environmental Sciences. One, two, three, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, that would cost everything again. And then we wouldn't have access to colored mana. So we're going to keep one of our petals. And this does put an incredible amount of pressure onto the opponent. They're pretty much going to have to sacrifice their board. And we get to relay again to draw another 7 fresh cards. So we should be in a really solid position, even though we don't have a lot of cards in our hand. We'll have a lot of cards available to us next turn. And they also have to deal with the board. Artifact land cycling. We'll get a land. Play it untapped. And that lets you keep up Dispel? No, a Witching Well. Okay. So they're able to Kark Clan for 4. And they're going to want to wait until our combat step. Yeah, I see where you're coming from, Luca. I'm lucky in the sense that I've been able to play the deck online. And, you know, like, I really wanted to. I wanted to be able to play this, so I've been playing it quite a bit since day 1, basically. Gut shot, what a draw. I mean, they knew we had the gut shot, so... Kill your Kark clan. You lose your board, or most of it. Okay. So let's see here. What do we got? Rite of Flame, Manamorphose, Dark Ritual. We got a bunch of cool stuff. Let's see here. Red. Rite of Flame. Morphose. Go red-black. Dark Ritual. Rite of Flame. Play the star and the sphere. First day. Get whatever. Pest Summoning. So, yep. Going scoops. And we got one more game to go in this match. Mediocre. Opponent is mulliganing heavily, as you must do to find your hate cards. Really mulliganing towards Kark Clan and Dispel. Okay, they just throw the Kark Clan out there. That's bold. They do know that we're playing Gut Shot. But, I mean, you gotta throw it out there quick, because we could just combo out. Seething Song. Alright, so we go Land Grant. We're just missing, like, colors, right? Because we can either go black mana or red mana, not both. So we're really just, like, off of it for now. Not able to get there this turn. We'll take another force out of the deck. And hopefully we'll find a Tinderwall off the top. Or, I mean, really, like, we need to find something so that we can get our black mana into red mana. So a sphere, a star, or if we can draw a wall or a cantor. Ooh, the duress from the opponent. Ah, they're going to be able to break up our hand. What are they going to take? Take Chatterstorm, makes sense. So opponent's seen our hand. Oh, and they have the seed up, so they have potential Dispel or Blue Elemental Blast. Both very popular against our deck. Oh, we get a Duress of our own. That'll be good for the turn we go off. We're going to have a lot of black mana. I think opponent's pretty well set up here. Oh, but we get the relay. Just really awkward hand. Looking for a star. Another Bequeathal. I guess we could put Bequeathal on the Kark clan. I think we'll probably have another turn here. Back for 5, we go to 10. Manamorphose, finally. Of course, they're going to have Counterspell for it, but is what it is. Maybe we should have gone for a small relay there. Because now relay is a dead card. We finally get the sphere. And another relay. Not what we were looking for. Oh, environmental for 2 HP could have been good, you're right. I was thinking Pest Summoning to make some blockers, and they also gain life if they activate Kark Clan here. Ooh, these are actually going to be 3/3s? That's nice. Oh no, 2/2s. It's because both triggers went on at the same time. Did me a bamboozle. Put a Bequeathal on one of the pests. And relay. So if they have Galv Blast, we're dead. If they have Fling, we're dead. Or Teamer Battle Rage. Oh, Echoing Truth also works. GG. So what do we got here? We got Land Grant, Petal Petal, Morphos, Rite of Flame, Chatterstorm. Yeah, this looks great. Let's go, turn 1. Cylon never watched any other CSIs. There's only Vegas. Yeah, that's the OG. What is there? There's CSI Miami, CSI New York. I don't know. Didn't really pay too much attention. Cyber? There's a Cyber CSI now? It's not better Empty the Warrens, it's actually worse. Empty the Warrens is better than Chatterstorm. But the reason why they didn't put it at uncommon was because of drafting, which is fine if they wanted to do that, but they should have banned it immediately. It should have been like High Tide and Him to Turak and Sinkhole. Just immediately know that it's too strong, must get rid of it. You think it should have been uncommon for limited as well? Okay. I haven't spent any time doing limited, so I wouldn't be able to speak to that so much. Wild Cantor. So we have 4 mana, which is not enough to Chatterstorm and Relay. But we could Cantor and Chatter and just leave the Relay. Really? Okay. I would have figured that the double 1/1s would have been more important than the mana cost, and also being green makes it a little bit harder than red. We want to use the red mana for this. I hate that we can't do both. I have to make a choice between Relay and Chatterstorm, and I mean, turn 1 Chatterstorm just seems great. So we have 8 power on board turn 1. Okay, opponent is playing the same deck. If I had known they were playing the same deck, I would have went for the Relay, I think. This is it takes 3 turns to kill them, which might be too long. And it looks like they're going for a Relay here. So let's see here. Chromatic Sphere, Lotus Petal, Rite of Flame, Dark Ritual, the Forest. So these are the 2 cards they have left. Yeah, and there's a big Relay. And they find Chatterstorm. Okay, is what it is. Don't see any point in going Dark Ritual Galvanic Relay here. Being 2 mana makes it so much more flexible, especially when you fizzle, or facing a slow deck, turn 1 or 2, Petal, Manamorphose, Chatter can just sometimes win. And being 2 mana gives you even more flexibility as to when you go off, or as to when you go for it, if facing too much pressure, whereas with Empty the Warrens, you have to have exact amounts of mana to formulate a reasonable turn. Okay. I can see that you have definitely thought about this far more than I have. I thought, 2 is better than 1 and red is better than green. But 4 mana allows us to First Day of Class and Chatterstorm, which is, gives them haste. And if you want to First Day with Empty the Warrens, that's 6 mana, which is a lot. So what's the storm at? Oh, that's a lethal storm. So yeah, just first day chatter. I mean, like, why not just keep going? If you can. I've definitely done that, You just want to cast as many spells as possible. Don't go for just lethal. Why go for 20 damage when you could go for 80 damage? Just ban first day. No! Don't ban first day. I love the Goblin combo deck. Goblin combo shouldn't die for Chatterstorm's sins. Just ban all Storm cards. If the card says Storm on it, Pauper ban. I mean, banning first day is going to mean that we're not going to be able to win on the turn we storm off, so the opponent will at least have the opportunity to untap and Echoing Truth or what have you, but the deck is still a problem. Oh, that's right. You just switched to Bushwhacker. I forgot. Forgot that that was a thing. Bushwhacker is definitely quite a bit more awkward. Double red mana instead of red and colorless. And then also you're casting it after you storm, so it's not going to be usable for part of the storm count. But you're right. Ban first day, and the deck still works. You have to ban Chatterstorm. Wondering how good Duress is going to be here. Really? You think bring back Grape Shot, but ban the rituals? I mean, no other deck really uses the rituals. Manamorphose being the exception. But yeah, nobody uses Seething Song, Dark Ritual, Rite of Flame, and regular Pauper. So we got Tinderwall Bequeathal, but we don't have any way to cast our spells. Ooh, unfortunate. Getting crushed by our mulligans. Hate to see it. So Petal, Dark Ritual, Chromatic Star for green, Tinderwall. That sucks. Just pass. So opponent kept their 7 there, and they should be pretty comfortable to wait until turn 2 or 3 to do their combo, and they should be able to get there pretty easily. I would definitely agree that Pauper needs some help. What's going on? Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. That's what was going on. Trying to just pass priority. It wasn't working. I was hitting the 7 button, which doesn't do anything. Actual nothing. Kind of like our deck today. Exactly, Quillback. Clear solution is for everyone to main deck Trespasser's Curse in their Crypt Rats deck. Okay, so they're going for a Relay Storm. What do they find? Oh, they got some good stuff here. Abundant Growth. Interesting. So I think next turn is probably going to be the Bequeathal turn. But let's see what the opponent puts together this turn. The Abundant Growth is pretty interesting. Draws a card when it comes into play, 1 mana storm count, and sets up your mana. I like it. I like the Abundant Growth. Probably running it in the spot of Chromatic Sphere would be my guess. Depending on how many they're running. It could also have been in the Seething Song slot. I don't remember what all the opponent has shown us from last game. Oh, that was a Cabal Ritual, making a lot of mana here. So 8 mana and still 5 cards in hand with a storm count of 6. It feels like they should be able to do it here. Another Night's Whisper. Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the problems that this Chatterstorm deck has really brought about, is that people haven't been able to properly experiment with the new set. Okay, and now you have another Galvanic Relay in your hand? No, okay. Well, let's see what we can do with the turn. Bequeathal to start. Relay and Land Grant, okay. Manamorphose. Go red-black. Get Rite of Flame. Alright, so we're just going to play out our hand and hope we don't die. I don't think we'll die. Another Petal. Okay, that's our turn. So we got another land, pair of Bequeathal, Tinder Wall to draw 4 cards, Chromatic Sphere to draw 5. We're not dead yet. Okay. So they could set up some chatters here so that if we don't find chatters of our own, it is a lethal attack next turn. I think that's worthwhile. Just cast Tinderwall Chatterstorm here so that you have enough squirrels to kill us if we don't find any blockers. Because I'm going to be absolutely sacrificing this Tinderwall to resolve the double Bequeathal. Maybe some of these cards aren't actually in hand anymore. That's got to be what's going on. Okay, we draw Manamorphose. Nice draw. Play a Forest. Tinderwall. Play a pair of Bequeathal. See, ooh, Cannonade. Nice one. Cannonade's great here. Go black-green. Chatterstorm. Nice. This should be lethal. Cast Dark Ritual. Cast Lotus Petal. Cannonade. There we go. That's what the deck is supposed to do. Oh, well, thanks a lot for that, BLJ94. I always try and have a positive attitude. Sometimes in this game, things aren't going to be going your way because of variance or because of play error or what have you. Um, there's a lot of ways you can deal with that. You can get salty, you can get grumpy and cranky, or you can try and learn from this. Totally agree, too much salt on Twitch. But that also means that it's easy to mine. When there's a lot of it, you can find it. And every once in a while, a little bit of salt can really spice up a dish. So when my opponents get salty, I just like to sprinkle that onto the league and just like, ooh, like a little bit of that? And I find that there's also like a really big difference in where the salt is happening. Um, for example, like in the virtual space, like on Modo, in Dark Souls, whatever, hate mail I find to be kind of funny. Whereas in the real, salt can really like bring some serious negative energy to a room where one person complaining loudly about, like, oh, I can't believe this happened. This is so stupid. I hate your deck. Combos are dumb. And, like everybody in the room is hearing this and like cringing. Hey there. Thanks for the follow, BLJ. Okay. Enough for the assault diatribe. Let's get back into the game and see if we can get a win. Not keeping this hand. No lands. We can keep this. Not exactly positive what I want to get rid of here. Leaning towards Tinderwall. Tinderwall is probably better than Forest, though, right? Nah, Forest we can use turn after turn. We're not really going to be able to go off here turn 1 or 2. We're going to really need to lean on this Night's Whisper, I think, which means we need the Chromatic Star. So let's see here. We need Night's Whisper, need the Star. Land Grant or Forest, Tinderwall. Maybe we're supposed to get rid of the Seething Song here. And just kind of go slow, because the opponent's mulliganing pretty heavily here. Yeah, they're mulliganing to 4. So it's probably going to take them quite a while to put together a win turn. So we can probably turn 2 Night's Whisper, and then try and go for it turn 3. BLJ has a favorite salt story. Someone who was just complaining about the format, who was Rivals of Ixalan sealed RPTQ the entire day and just salted every round, and then wanted to draw into top 8. And BLJ was safe. Win, lose, or draw was going to get into top 8, so said no to the draw and sent him home early. I bet he was not too happy about that. Four cards in hand for the opponent. Are they going to make a play? Or are they just going to pass? Absolutely, you're right there. It pays to be nice to people. Bequeathal. What a draw. Okay, let's play a Tinderwall. No, I found that Magic the Gathering is a social game, so definitely pays to be social. Put Bequeathal on the Tinder Wall here. So we have a storm count of 1 for the Bequeathal, but if we wait next turn, we're going to have 2 extra mana. I think that most of the Pauper players would agree with you. Chatterstorm has absolutely tilted the format. Lotus Petal, okay. Let's start with the land grant so we do not reveal the cards that we draw with Tinder Wall. Although I'm wondering if we should like Knight's Whisper to try and find another Bequeathal. Probably not. Regardless, I think we would want to land grant first anyway. But we could go Forest, Star, Knight's Whisper. I think I would rather be able to do that with some of this red mana. Alright, we're going to Bequeathal. And we do draw Bequeathal, but we have another Tinderwall, so it's fine, it's fine. Manamorphose, Galvanic Relay, we're getting somewhere. We'll go red, black here. Another Chromatic Star. Okay, well, Knight's Whisper. Another Relay. Okay, we'll play the Petal. So if we play the Tinder Wall, we can sack the wall and Relay. Let's draw a card with Chromatic Star first. Another Bequeathal. Okay, let's go Tinder Wall, bequeath the Tinder Wall, sack the Tinder Wall, Relay. Another Tinder Wall Bequeathal. Oh, wow, we are drawing so many cards. And we got 10 cards with the Relay for next turn. It's going to be a good turn. We have Chatterstorm, but we don't have First Day yet. Opponent has 5 cards, now 6. Actually, this is going to be a pretty good turn for them. They're going to be able to set up a Relay, I think. But it's going to be tough for them to win this turn. Little Jelly Bean, thanks for the follow, friend. Okay, so they cast the Manamorphose and the Tinderwall. So these are the cards we know about in their hand. Absolutely, Little Jelly Bean. If you type in !deck, you'll be able to find it. And also, if you look up Caleb Gannon or Gannon, look up their YouTube. They are the creator of this deck. You'll be able to find some leagues on YouTube if you want to see some more content. Okay, we win the match. This is an interesting hand. We're on the play, right? So we go Petal, Petal. Morphose, Cantor, Cantor, Chatter. We're going to keep this and go for it turn 1. Ciao, Chad. Thanks for the follow, friend. Yeah, we're just going to go red-green again. Bequeathal. We had one more mana. If only. Alright. Not the best, but 6 squirrels turn 1, go. Would have been way better if we could have gotten one more squirrel. We are playing against Affinity, so they could have Kark Clan in the main, which would win the game if they have it. One Galv Blast, another Galv Blast. Now they only take 4. Slows down our clock by quite a bit. Oh, damn, and they have a creature. So now they can start blocking. That's the worst. Well, we went for the turn 1 thing, and we got punished for it. And it's going to be a lot harder to win games 2 and 3. But we didn't know what the opponent was on when we decided to go for it. If I had known it was Affinity, I think I would have waited. Alright, we're going to leave the squirrels back at this point. I don't think it's really worthwhile. Disciple of the Vault is pretty good. They don't need much more. They'll be able to kill us pretty soon. Actually, they might be able to kill us this turn if they have Temur Battle Rage. Okay, so no death this turn. But it's not looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have to block. Make them sacrifice. Add a Dark Ritual. Okay, so Bequeathal on Cantor. Cantor goes black, Dark Ritual. Play Chromatic Star, and then we don't have enough mana for the Seething Song. I think we just have to hope we draw something with the Bequeathal. Oh, we get a Chatterstorm. That's not really going to help. Can we draw a ritual? Rite of Fire. Oh, we get a land. So that lets us Seething Song. And we get First Day. So we can First Day Chatter. That gets us to... I think that's lethal. Because that goes to 6 and then 7. So we'll get 7 2/2s. They can block 3. So 4 get through for 8 damage. Plus we have the 1. Seems good. Let's discard the relay in case we get a Manamorphose, I guess. Little Jelly Bean says, I have never played Pauper before in my life, and this deck has made me love the format that I have never played. Just don't get used to it, my friend. This deck will be banned. Okay, we managed to win that Affinity game. I thought for sure that we were going to lose it, but a couple of draws, a couple of Bequeathals, and we managed to put together a lethal Chatterstorm. So we're going to want to bring in 2 Duress and 2 Gutshot. Take out a Seething Song, Chromatic Sphere, Night's Whisper, and Forest. But yeah, Little Jellybean, I definitely understand where you're coming from. I felt the exact same way about this deck. I saw it, I had to play it, but I also realized that it's not healthy for the format. Whenever WotC gets around to it, I don't know how long they're going to let the format rot like it is, but I don't know. Could be a month. I think that's about how long they left Fall from Favor in the format. But Fall from Favor wasn't as egregious as Chatterstorm. It's kind of funny how, I mean, like, Magic players can always find something to complain about, right? But in Pauper, people were complaining about the Monarch and the Urza lands for a long, long time. They're not complaining about that anymore. Urza lands, Monarch, that's not the problem anymore. Very true. I mean, you could say that about people in general, but it is particularly true about Magic players that I've known. Used to things being banned, played Modern Affinity. How do you feel about Modern Affinity now, actually? Modern Affinity is definitely on the upswing between Urza's Saga and whatever the... what's the name of that card? The new Mole Drifter with Affinity for artifacts. Rip KCI, Rip Suck and Sunrise. Yep. For me, it was Faithless Looting was the big one. We keep this. Thought Monitor. Yep. Wicked card. Love Thought Monitor. We're playing against Affinity again, but this time we know it. Oh, another Dark Ritual. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna play Forest Chromatic Star and pass. See what we draw. Main deck Kark Clan Shaman. That's gonna be a problem. Get a Tinder Wall. Like that. So we go Tinderwall, Sacrifice, Manamorphose, get red black, Ritual, Night's Whisper. We can set up a relay. Okay, let's go. One Manamorphose, go red black. Get another Chatterstorm. Okay. Ritual, Night's Whisper. Get a Rite of Flame. Nice. So we can throw it a Chatterstorm as well as a Galvanic Relay. Chatterstorm to get rid of this Kark Clan Shaman here. That's pretty nice. Go green. And another sphere. So we only have Xaxes here for these two things, and these are minus mana. So it comes down to, do we want more squirrels or more cards from the relay? And we want more cards from the relay. The squirrels are going to die. The grammar police. Wee you, wee you, wee you. Fair enough. I mean, we do modern on the stream, but not on days that begin with the letter T. Packs are for drafting. Okay, what do we got? We got a land grant. We got a forest to play. Cast the petal. Cast the land grant. So we could go Manamorphose, red black, dark ritual, seething song, and that sets us off. And then we can start like picking apart their hand or something. I don't know. We're not going to be able to counter, so this is safe. Red black. Get a Bequeathal. Interesting. So if we cast the Bequeathal on the Kark Clan Shaman, then when they activate the Kark Clan, we get to draw a bunch of cards. I think this is basically how much mana we can make, right? We're not going to be able to make more mana. So we have 6, 7 total. So that is enough for first day and the intro to destruction, but then we can't do anything after that. Gotta build it for the squirrels. Ooh, the Wild Cantor. Nice draw. They basically have to let this happen. Okay, we'll go green. Right. Another Chatterstorm. All right, let's take a peek at what they have in hand. They have a blue elemental blast, a pair of togs, and a chromatic star. Let's get rid of the blue elemental blast, I guess. Ah, thanks for the hydration. Keeping me healthy. So we only had the one first day, right? I'm just wondering if we even bother to do the Chatterstorm thing. Because we know that our stuff is going to die. They're going to sacrifice a Chromatic Star plus something. But getting them off of 2 artifacts and getting them off of the Shaman here, I think, is worth it. We have gone through half of our deck. But we've still got a Chatterstorm in hand. And it looks like we've still got 3 more first days in the deck. So yeah, they must Quark clan here. And this is turn 3. More and more, it feels like we're playing a legacy deck against Pauper decks. So, like, fortunately for the opponent, they just so happen to have their main deck answer to what we're doing in the Quark Clan Shaman. They were able to throw it onto the field. We don't have Gutshot, and we didn't have the mana to be able to put together the Introduction to Destruction. But even so, opponent is in a terrible position here where they have to trade 3 of their cards on board to stay alive. And we still have 5 cards in hand. So they're keeping their lands, getting rid of their Prism and Star makes sense. So they'll be able to play a Tog on their turn. And we get Land Grant. So let's see here. Land Grant, Lotus Petal, so that gets us to 4 mana. Yeah, I think we just play like a pair of stars and pass here. Keep the land grant for its storm count for next turn. Okay, opponent's bouncing right back. They're going to be able to put together something. Yeah, exactly. They put together something pretty nicely from the Kark clan turn. Atog into Mirror Enforcer. They've drawn lands. So yeah, the rest of the game two's gone very well for opponent. I mean, that Thought Cast was pretty huge. Yeah, I have nothing I can do here. I don't think this is lethal. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. What happened to our squirrels? It was the Kark clan. Kark clan crushes. So we go to 2, and they have 2 on board. Cantor. Oh no, I forgot about the Disciple. So that means we can't use the Lotus Petal. Damn. Well, we can still use it for, that's, oh no. 1, 2, 3. We needed that Lotus Petal, but we needed the draw as well. Yeah. Deal with my 5 squirrels. Oh. Bolt of Whispers ends it. It's, yeah, 1 damage to each creature without flying. And you can do more than 1 if you hold the priority. You can do as much damage as you want, equal to the amount of artifacts you can sacrifice. Not a fan of the triple land hand. But, like, we've got first day of class. We've got mana. Maybe we keep this and, like, wait till turn 3 or 4? Lotus Petals are super expensive. So yeah, they're like 30 ticks. Kark Clan Shaman turn 1. Gotta be ready with your Kark Clan Shamans if you want to play Pauper. Another first day? Not what I was looking for. Doesn't look like a good position. Let's pass. We're going to keep the land grant in hand here for its free storm count. Okay, opponent feels safe tapping out with the Krark clan on the board here. And I don't think we're going to be able to punish them. Just put this Chromatic Sphere out and pass the turn. So we've got basically one draw with a Chromatic Sphere here. I guess first day sort of draws cards. Not in this deck, no. No, the tap lands, you would see that in the Rakdos version or the Jund version. Wow. Opponent is set up. And they have the blue mana up for a counterspell. I'd say we're probably dead. All the salamanders. Absolute maximum salamander power. You can counter the Seething Song, maybe? Yep. It's a good one to counter. Ooh, I like this one. We got Bequeathal and Tinder Wall. Let's go. So our opponent is mulliganing at least once. It tells you what they were last seen trophying with. Because the only thing that MtG Goldfish cares about are serious results. So Reizoku trophied with Affinity 3 days ago. But we don't know what they've been playing since then. Probably Affinity. Could go ahead and take a peek at the list here. This is probably what they're playing. One Krark clan in the main. They're playing the Ethereum Spinner to give themselves flyers. Pretty cool. Reaping the Graves, that's interesting. What? Sky Shaper? Never seen that before. Okay, let's get rid of that. And play some magic. Okay, opponent plays Forest. They're actually probably, we're probably playing the mirror match here. Yep. Forest, Manamorphose. Into Night's Whisper. Oh, there's the Tinderwall. Okay, they're not going to Night's Whisper this turn. So we can go double Bequeathal onto the Tinderwall, and we get Manamorphose. Seems pretty good. I don't think the opponent will win next turn, with considering what their hand is. So I think that we can actually pass the turn pretty safely here. So that we'll have like double the mana next turn. Although it does take us off of these two storm counts, we're going to be drawing 4 cards to potentially storm pretty heavy. Yeah, they've done some pretty nice promos. Oh, looks like they might be going for it here. Wow, they're putting together something pretty impressive. I didn't think they'd be able to do something this scary this turn. 2 cards left in hand. Okay, it's not lethal, though. This is not a lethal attack. They should actually probably just hold these back. Or definitely some of them. Yeah, I'll block. Prevent 2 damage. Take 14. Go to 6. Alright, let's go Tinderwall. Land grant. Okay, so we didn't get too much that's too good here. Let's go Manamorphose. Go red-black. There we go, Chatterstorm. Now we're putting something together. Let's cast the land grant so we don't, like, draw land with our Night's Whisper here. That would be bad. We'll keep the red mana. Get a Dark Ritual and a Rite of Flame. Okay. We'll go red-green. Nice. Okay, this is lethal. Okay, so we're playing against the mirror. We're going to want some number of Duress and a Fiery Cannonade. Not going to be able to keep this hand, unfortunately. We have no way to get started with our mana. Too bad, because we do have Bequeathal Tinderwall. Alright, we'll keep this. Probably get rid of Ritual. Land Grant, Forest, Tinderwall, Rite of Flame, Galvanic Relay. So yeah, we'll get rid of a Ritual. Okay, not bad. That would be 2, 3, 4 if we relay. I think we can do better next turn. Actually, hold on. We might be able to do way better, actually. Tinderwall, play Sphere. No, we need one more colored mana. What if we go Tinderwall, Rite of Flame, Chromatic Star, Dark Ritual, and then relay? So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We might be able to get the first day of class to resolve too. 2, 3, 2, 4. So yeah, we're not going to be able to get the first day to resolve. All right, let's see what we draw with this. Lotus Petal, nice. So we could cast the first day now, but I think that it would be better not to. We just get to keep the mana from the Lotus Petal this way. Well, unfortunately, we got a pair of lands out of this one, but we should be able to make some Chatterstorm. So let's see what the opponent does with their turn. There's a Manamorphose. That's a good start. And a Rite of Flame. Another Manamorphose. So we only know about Chatterstorm and Bequeathal in their hand. Tinderwall's pretty good, because they can, oh, they don't have green mana anymore, so they're going to have a hard time bequeathing that. Okay, they have the star, so they can bequeath. But you've also run out of green mana again, so you're going to need another Manamorphose or another star to keep going if you want to cast the Chatterstorm off your Tinderwall. They are going to go for it, though, so they get to draw 2 fresh cards with Bequeathal. And they got an impressive storm count here if they're going for a relay. Their leftover is pretty good, our leftover is pretty good. Wild Cantor ups the storm count. Another Tinderwall. No green mana again. Here's a first day. And they scoop. We're going to have to mulligan this. We've played against the Biologist several times in the past. Generally, they are playing some form of blue control. We'll keep this one. And get rid of... Oh man, this hand is so... It just has everything. Probably just get rid of the Cantor. Like, Cantor is part of what's going to get us to the relay, though, right? Maybe I'm supposed to get rid of first day of class here and just really, like, turn 2, go for the relay. Turn 3, try and get something going. Basic Island, I would say so. Their deck is one of the few that's well positioned in this meta, so they might as well stick to their guns. Okay, so I'm going to want to go Land Grant, Tinderwall, and then that's it. And then next turn we'll try and go off, which is going to be difficult because they're going to have counter magic available next turn. All right, this is what we have to do. And I'm going to want to get the Tinderwall this turn so it cannot be countered by a Spell Stutter Sprite. Okay, Augur of Bolus. They make a play this turn. That's good for us. So we should be able to make a relay happen. Maybe even more. We'll see. So let's see here. No cards revealed with Augur. I like to see that. All right, let's go. All right, so that's 3, 4, 5 mana. We can actually do everything. So we can get the squirrels down and then Galvanic Relay for a bigger number. So let's see here. Let's go, I think, black with the Chromatic Sphere. Manamorphose, wonderful draw. Best draw on the deck, probably. Chromatic Star. So 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we don't have enough mana for the star. If we want to chatter, and I think we do. Okay, that's our turn. Not the best. Not the best. But, I mean, we got 6 1/1s on the board. Uh-oh. That black mana, very ominous. Another relay, good draw. Ominous. Ominous. Words. Ugh. Ooh, Chatterstorm, what a draw. Probably just have Echoing Truth in their hand. Oh well. So let's see here. 5, 6, 7. So we can go first day, first day. Seems pretty good. Might just want to go like first day Chatterstorm Relay. 5, 6, 7. So yeah, so we go first day Chatterstorm Relay. Seems pretty good. Oh, they have a Dispel. Okay. I still want to relay. I don't want to get blown out by echoing whatever. Oh, they take the damage. Nice. Thorn of the Black Rose, I would say this is a win. Got a Chatterstorm, Tinderwall, Manamorphose. Okay, so yeah, we don't have the win out of the cards we drew, unfortunately. But opponent just scoops them up anyways. All right, so what are we going to do? We bring in 4 Duress. And we'll take out Night's Whisper, Seething Song, Chromatic Sphere, and... and another Seething Song. So we're going to bring in these Duress because opponent is going to have tons of counter magic and also access to echoing cards. Echoing Truth would be the worst amongst them, but they could also have a 1 of Echoing Decay, which is also quite bad for us. This is a mulligan. We have no mana source to start. Okay, we do have mana. We'll keep this. Probably just get rid of a first day here. Okay, Fairy Seer. They're going to be setting themselves up for their Spellstutter Sprites. Good thing we ditched that first day of class. Pretty sure I put it on the bottom, not the top. Don't think I'm going to want to try and go off here. I do like the Duress, though. We're going to want to keep that for a turn we try and go off on. Let's just play land pass, I think. Oh no! The Duress from the opponent. Yeah, it's, we even have a name for it, Wookie Wasabi. We call it the Thoughtseize glitch. Because whenever you Thoughtseize a card from the opponent's hand, that's the top card of the deck. They have counter magic up. Let's just pass. Trying to fill our hand up a little bit here. We're only taking 1 damage a turn, as is. And a Bequeathal. Need a creature to put that on. Still no Ninja. And they're still just leaving the mana wide open. Let's pass again. We don't have to discard a hand size yet. All right. Not great. I think I'm just going to play the Lotus Petal pass here. Oh, they're going to counter it. Okay. Yes, indeed it is. And they still got 3 cards left in hand. Alright, let's try a Dark Ritual. That resolves. Let's try a Manamorphose. That resolves. Red-green. Galvanic Relay, what a draw. Okay. Rite of Flame. Ooh, that might have been a big mistake. That was our last red mana. Damn. What a punt. We've just lost that storm count because I... what am I going to do with myself? I mean, what did we... I guess we could have just gone for the Galvanic Relay for like 5 cards there, which would be better than what's happening to us right now, where we fizzled and we're just going to have to pass. But we got 2 counterspells out of their hand, and we still have Relay, we still have Rite of Flame, but we're out of colored sources. Don't have any way to get red or black mana right now. Sure. They should probably take the Rite of Flame. No, they take one of the relays. Manamorphose. That is one of the cards we were looking for. Do they have more counter magic? They do? Okay, that's a pass then. Chatterstorm. That's not going to be any good this turn. Pass back, we got one more turn here. Opponent's got 4 cards in hand. They should be able to, or 3 cards now. But regardless, they should be able to finish this game with their flyers. Let's see what we draw. Get a land grant, so yeah, that's a scoop. Okay, one last game. Are we going to get our play points back and get a chest? Or are we going to get half of our play points back? Let's find out. Okay, so we only have Petal, but we can go Petal, Rit, Chromatic Star, Green, Tinderwall, Relay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, is this silly to keep this? We get a redraw with the star. And then we get to like look at the top 6 cards. Twitch chat. I can always count on you. Let's go. No cowardice. Going all in. No, absolutely. If this fails, it's my fault. So we have enough to first date and relay? So we'll definitely do that. Get the extra storm count. We haven't played a land yet, so we can go get Environmental Sciences, cast it, play a land, cast Relay. Oh, that is so good. So we now have a land in play, which is enormous, way better than having nothing. And we get the Relay to go off for 9. So we'll have a land, we have a land grant, a Bequeathal. Actually, it's looking pretty good. And we drew Manamorphose. Okay. Let's land grant. Go Tinderwall, Bequeathal, Manamorphose. And we're going to want to go red-green with the Manamorphose, I think. No rituals yet, but we do get first day of class, and we have a bunch of Manamorphose to draw these cards, so let's draw some cards. We'll go red-green, I think. Duress, whatever. Red-green. Get Bequeathal. We got one more hit here to find mana. And then if we don't get it, we just have to do a small chatter. Is what it is. Red-green. Oh, we get the Lotus Petal. So that is a mana. So we can play Star, Crack Star, look for another thing. Get another star. I think we just have to chatter. It's not good, but it's all we have. Did not find more mana. I wish we had one more mana for that Duress. Maybe we should have, instead of playing the star, just played the Duress. That probably would have been better. Alright. 9 squirrels. Turn 2. Pretty good, but opponent could absolutely have answers to this. So either of the echoing cards are going to be pretty good if they have an untapped land. But we do have Duress next turn. So if they don't have access to one of those cards immediately, we might be able to win. We don't have it for sure yet. We gotta evade Echoing Truth here, and they have it. They have the Echoing Truth. So we're still playing. Okay, what are we gonna do here? I think we probably just play Star Pass. Oh no, another Duress. We should have just Duressed them. I think we probably could have gotten this game if we had played the Duress. during the storm turn like we should have. I got greedy and was trying to go for the win immediately, which I think was fine as well. We only needed to find basically any ritual at all in the deck, and we would have been okay. I think they have a Spell Stutter Sprite. Yeah. Let's see how they scry with Preordain. 2 to the bottom. That's good news. No Ninja. And a Manamorphose. Oh, we're just going to be passing back for a couple turns here, trying to refill our hand. Opponent's not putting too much pressure on us yet. The problem is the cards they're drawing. So sure, they're just doing 2 damage a turn, but every card they draw, that's another potential answer to our combo, either through counter spells or with echoing cards. Rite of Flame. Ah, it's the card we were looking for earlier. Land Grant. Kind of expect the Manamorphose to get countered here. It did not. We'll go red-black. Get a Duress. I guess we'll cast the Duress. See what they're holding. Okay. Obviously, they have something pretty good as their leftovers. That. Oh, well, it's fine. We have a Petal. And there's the Blue Elemental Blast. We are out of resources again. Oh, they had Suffocating Fumes. Good card against us unless we have First Day going. Yeah, we'll take 2. Oh, they are going to go for a Ninja, which brings the Spell Starter Sprite back to their hand, so they're going to have like double Counterspell up. I think we can probably just scoop it here. Hard fought, good games, but opponent had the Echoing Truth. Okay, so we got a 2-3 today with the deck and an 0-3. Unfortunate. People are obviously ready for the Chatterstorm deck. I'm hoping that even though we haven't been doing too well with the deck has been showing up in quite a few events. I'm hoping that WotC respects that it has totally warped the format around it, and that we will see a ban soon. But in the meantime, I will continue to run these decks.